Hi, so I'm Chandan Kumar, and this is my second, this is my fourth demo session. As per the information what I have so far, like to get that internship certification on Spring Boot and microservices from TOSIF section. I have that information that based on that in attendance criteria or attendance percentage, we have to like provide at least five or seven demos. So today is the last day of that training session. So 7 week of training is on Spring Boot and microservices already completed. So far I have recorded 3 demos and uploaded and also shared. So this is my fourth demo, and in this demo basically what I'm going to explain in this demo, I'm going to explain about that logging in a Spring Boot and a Spring Boot applications. So before moving further, first let us have a quick recap about that logging. So logging is basically a technique, or it is a mechanism, or it is a way to capture the logs of running application. Capture the log means what? A log means basically log captures each and every second activities of that application whenever will start that application. Not only from a start of the application to till the end of that application, that log will maintain their entire activities. So those are the logs. So to capture that logs, we are going to use logging techniques in Spring Boot. Why we need to capture the log? As I have discussed that logs are basically activities of application from a start of that application to till the end. Means what? This log is important such that in future, if that application will start giving some kind of bugs, in that case uh, finding the bugs, checking their paths, what is the exact box, all these things we can get in details from the log. So we no need to scan the project directly blindly, just we need to see or look in the logs of this application generated by this application, and accordingly we'll read that log and we'll get to know what is the problem, where is the problem actual, what is the path of that problem. So directly we can go at that path or location, there we can correct it, verify it and correct it, isn't it? So that is basically called as what, that is the main usage of that log and logging mechanism. Now question is coming, how we are going to manage the logs, how we are going to achieve this logging technique. So to achieve this logging technique, basically we need to use SLF4J annotations. We are having logging frameworks available in that Spring Boot application. So in that case logging framework we are having logback or SLF4J. Logback is also there, that is the logging framework, and we need to attach that dependencies for that in the pom.xml for the Maven project, and accordingly we can use their logging features in our Spring Boot applications. Now we will in this demo we are going to use that SLF4J log annotations, and we'll see that how to get their objects, and according to their objects we can perform perform that logs. So basically, let me first start with this one, and let us start with this. So how will I start this? We'll click on that test build, then we'll go with this clean package spring hyphen boot colon run space hyphen capital P then dev hyphen p s means for profile and dev means for development profile. So profile concept I have already explained so far. Now in this we can see that we are having different profiles like annotate application hyphen dev profile, local profile, prod profile, QA profile. So all these are profile, which means for the which it means that we the same application we can deploy on different platforms. The same application means we no need to develop for separate application for separate environment. No, only say the same application we can execute on different environment. And for that this profile configuration is already done in this, and we know that we can maintain this profiling concept in at two level. One is that Maven level, and second one is that configuration level, isn't it? So I have already captured this in the third demo. Now let me go with this logging concept. So we'll run it and see the logs. These are which are the logs? Logs are nothing but you start seeing. I have started this one now. Just you see start scanning for this building PayPal provider service 0 snaps, and see this entire activity is going to be explained that after the starting of this application what it is actually doing. See, deleting this one, then copying this, recompiling, and this one testing is happening right now for this one. And then after we are able to see that at this moment this is test cases done, one run 1, failure 0, error 0, and escaped 0, right? So test cases is going on. So these are the logs. Suppose in the case of testing it will get failed, then accordingly it will show the path where actually that error is coming. So these are nothing but what logs only, and it is the detailed description about this application where exactly detailed descriptions about this application after executing or starting this application, isn't it? It will come over here, and we are able to see since I have executed this application in the dev environment. So profile, active profile is what dev, and if we are able to see Tom can initialize with port 8083, and now if we are able to see at this moment, then Tomcat started on port 8083 with context path slash, isn't it? Yes. So in this so let us move further. Let us move further. So if we are able to so this application has started, and this one is what it is actually this Spring Boot application is related with that REST API. So we'll use that Postman to test this application. The REST API means what? From outside of this application we can access this from any other machines as well as from any other applications we can access this one. So if we'll come over here in the same, so in the controller it will come. So we are able to see in the controller PayPal, this is the addition controller for this. This is, let us go with the simple controller. So for this we'll use this Postman, and it has started on which port number 8083. So in this case 8083 will fire this one, and this one will get executed. So these are nothing but what logger concept itself, but will keep that log on different levels too. So we see that one. Now see, at this moment, this moment, let us, it's getting hang, let us, okay fine, let us finish it. So this is for the create order. Okay, now we'll go with this, which one, rest controller, fine. Let me expand it, collections, we'll go with that, create orders. Then at this moment, checkout orders. Now we'll see PayPal. Postman API experiment. Let me use this one, and at this moment 127.0.1 colon 2025. So we'll put it over here, 8083. Let me see, 8083, isn't it? And it is post API slash add, right? num1 and num2 at the rate request param will have to give, at the rate request param will have to give add num1 num2 slash add slash num1 equal to 10 and num2 equal to 20. Let me hit enter. 404 not found. Why it is not calling? At the rest API at the rest post mapping slash add, then public int add at the rate request param int num1 num2. That is okay. Now it is returning, but where it will return to the console itself, it should return, right? So 8083 and post mapping. Okay, rest controller post mapping. Let me go with that new collection. Test demo for test, fine. At this moment we'll use post, then URL will give which one, http localhost, and then num1 and num2. Let me see how to pass it, slash add slash then num1 and num2. So num1 key equal to num1 value equal to 10, key num2 value equal to 20, then pass it. So it won't take from here because it is the part of the body, so we'll here give num1 equal to 20 and let me come here. So I hope I forget this one. Chat GPT. Add what? num1 equal to this much and num2 equal to this much. So calling was wrong. Let me paste it over here, and now let me hit enter and we'll see this. The output came 30, right? If output came 30, it means what? Output came 30 if we are able to see inside the REST controller add API which one got executed. So inside REST controller APIs means this one got printed by which one? Logger object, and this logger object we have created over here explicitly, isn't it? And this logger we have created explicitly using this, and we can do this by using one annotations also. That annotations name is what? At the rate slf4j. slf4j. So slf4j using this lombok, not this one, lombok. We'll use lombok. Okay, at the rate slf4j. So this slf4j will by default it will provide object log dot info. We can take, or we can take error. In this case error we can pass over here. How? we are inside where? Add controller, add handler of addition controller, isn't it? Now we'll so this log object is basically provided by this slf4j, isn't it? So we no need to use manually creation, we no need to do it. And if we'll come over here and if we'll hit accordingly in the downside, we can see, let me take over here 200 and 300, then it will give out 500, right? Let me send it, and after sending, how much value it has given? Okay, let me send it once again. It's giving some result 30. Let me expand it. After expanding, we can see 3. I have given values 300, 400, then why the result is 30? Because in the form data, if we are able to see, the value is already filled it over here. Let me delete this, let me save it, and let me call it. Just see, now 500, right? So it was checking this value itself. Now we are having that value 500. Once will come over here, we are able to see the result is 500. Now we are inside add handler of that, of addition controller, isn't it? So this is provided by SLF4J, and this is nothing but what, loggers. Loggers object. Using that loggers object, we can print that message in very effective way, isn't it? Now I'm going to explain that how to put this loggers at, how to use this logging loggers. So we can come over here at which profile, tape profile, right? Here will come, and at this moment we have to pass what, we must have to pass loggers, logging dot level dot root or logging dot level dot root. Let me come here. So log4j2 Java util logging, and SLF4J with logback. So logback is having SLF4J. Using this we are able to provide that loggers. So that loggers we can provide log4j dot loggers. No, this is not SLF4J. Let me go with that logback SLF4J and service dot info, service dot level, no. Logging dot level dot root. So yes, logging dot level dot root equal to, yes. So we'll make over here logging LOGGIN, logging dot level dot root equal to, these are nothing but what, levels of that log. What is meaning levels of the log? Levels of the log, we are having what, debug, error, fatal, info, trace, and warm. So debug is basically it, if we'll use this debug, in that case we'll have much descriptions about this log. It will use error, so it will show in the error form of that logs. And if we'll use info, it will, like as an information, it will pass that logs. And trace will use, so at each activity it will keep recording, it will keep record of the track. And worm will use for warning purpose. So if we are able to see at this moment info, so the default it is keeping what, info. Can we take debug? Let me use this debug at this moment. After taking debug, and let me restart it. So we are able to see at this moment for the debug, it will capture so let us see that for the debug how it is going to be print. Now see, we are able to see debug info, all these are nothing but what, logs in the debug format, and it is the detailed description, isn't it? Earlier it was not showing, but now we are able to see complete descriptions about the log, during that execution, where the control is going, what are the things getting executed, all those descriptions is captured by which one, this and debug. If we can use, instead of debug, we can use that error also, right? So error if will use, in that case it will let me then run once again, and we should see this one label error. So what it is going to do, so in case of error, so there is no any error. Let us wait for that. So there is nothing, no any error, in that case nothing it has shown at this moment, isn't it? Let me close this and let me directly execute, because first it is cleaning, then making package, then it is running, right? So instead of that we'll run it directly in which mode. So spring colon boot, spring hyphen boot colon run space hyphen capital P, then dev dev environment, and skip test, then click on that run, and it will start running of this project. So testing will not happen, packaging will not happen, all, and cleaning will not happen, direct it will start. So there is no any information is coming for the error, because error is not available. It will use info. Now you can see, let me save it and let me execute it once again, just then you can see this info logging label equal to info. In that case we are able to see that in the information it will give you that complete description about that running project. So info, and this is nothing but what, as an information it is giving you information that what happened actually if you have started your application. So starting PayPal service, PayPal provider service application using this one PID, this application ID which is running on which running port is which one, 6660, means this application is having its own IP, isn't it? The server which, this is the port number for the Apache Tomcat, that is the web server, but for this application on which is the ID 6660, and you are able to see complete path it has given, means what, complete information it has given to you. So this is the logging label type equal to 3. Debug we have seen, info seen, and then we have seen which one, debug info, and debug info we have seen, and error also we have seen. Error was not there. Let us go with that warn. So if we'll use this warn, save it and execute it, so we can see this warning. For this warning level, what kind of log it will generate. So wait for a moment and see at this moment here. So we are able to see for this warning there is no any nothing it has printed. Let me come over here and let me hit this 140 100 and 200 1600. So 1600 it should show 1600. Come to this and see the capture log what it has printed. So either this one PayPal, we are inside this handler, so this one only got get the warning, as a warning it has shown this much only. Now we'll remove this one, and at this moment we'll use fatal. So if we'll use fatal, in that case what is happening, let us rerun it and let us see what is going to have here. So we'll see at this moment in case of fatal, so nothing it has shown over here till yet. Let us try to perform some kind of activities and just see what is going on. So 2300 plus 1400 437 and 37. So let us see that 3700 is coming or not. 37, come and see the log. So log it has printed this much only in the fatal also. So for fatal this is the log information generated by this, but if we'll use trace means what, it will keep tracing of your application, your entire application, since it every time it will keep generating the logs at every level. It will not stop. Just you see, every time it is running, right, log is getting generated at each every individual time of unit. See, and for the trace it is giving trace is the for the trace it is the combination of, means it will be giving you either debug or info also. In that case it will be generating not the trace. Now debug, and if we are able to see it keep on running. See, at each and every individual time it will keep running. So trace is the best options if we want to get complete in-depth details about this running application. It will never get stopped. It will stop only if you will stop your applications, isn't it? So let me pass this data and let us see how exactly it is going to have 900 and 1400. So 2300 it should show. Let us hit 23 came. Now just see the generated. So generation, what it did it generated or nothing? Nothing. It 23 writing 2300, isn't it? As some result you are able to see 2300. Let us see. Now it will keep on running 2300. Next deadline is 3000. This it will keep coming. So this is nothing but what logging concept. So this logging, since a Spring Boot application is very much powerful framework, a Spring Boot framework is a very powerful framework that is it's mainly used for rapid application development, as well as any kind of applications we can develop. Robust application or high end application we can develop, like web based applications or distributed application or enterprise level application. We can develop it, we can maintain it in very effective ways, isn't it? So this is uh, this is one web applications which mainly I have worked under the guidance of Tosis sir for maintaining that PayPal service provider activities, like payment API management. That payment API management for this applications project I have worked with Tosis sir. So in that case, current today's session is about login, and we are able to see that how to generate the log. So since Spring Boot is much powerful framework, so it has given the facility just write only one line and it will provide you the complete entire logging configuration at a single point of time, and we are able to see that it is generating the log for each and individual unit. And it is the console based log generation, isn't it? It is the console based log generation. We can set this log structures also, but before that let me tell you, this is complete day, year, month and date with time, minute, second, and this is what log info. That log label is what debug. This is the program id, PID, and now this is what complete thread of your project, which thread it is running. PayPal provider service thread, and it is running on 8083 port, isn't it? And this is what JDK, and it's showing that complete text structures. And this is your debug message it is showing over here. So debug means what? In the details it is showing you complete over here, key count, has event, false, and all these are what in details, isn't it? Now next level, in the case of this logging, we can set trace, error, warn, fatal, and debug info. For this we can set their colors also over here, so that color seeing we'll see in the next session. But this is what properties file level configuration for these applications. For this single maintenance, for this logging we can capture this log, we can do the configuration of this logging in two ways. One way is what at the properties level. This is very much simple. In one statement it will perform all activities, and second statement is what XML based configuration we can also do. If we'll do XML based configuration, in that case we need to do the configuration manually, and there we'll have to write the tags, and inside that tags we must have to provide that configuration. So and over there we can provide the path of the file where we can capture this log. We can, from there we can provide that path for capturing on this console as well as to the file also. So I will be explaining those things in the next demos, but for this it is the very simple. What is logging, what is the log types, log level types we are having which one: info, debug, error, fatal, info, trace, warn. It will use off means nothing, it will zero, it will keep off. Let me use this, let me save. So see, log generation got off, right? Yes, generation got off. It will use info, information keep start. Now see, this is the info, and it will hit any API. In that case, let me 901, it should generate 901, right? Now come and see the in the path 901 got generated, right? Yes. So this is the log we can generate, and this is the way we can use that login. We can configure in two ways. One way is what, properties level, properties file level, and second one is which one, at that XML based configuration. That XML based configuration, that file we must have to keep in this resource src main resources. That configuration file I have to prepare first. After preparing, I will make one demo and will show that how to capture this log in the console as well as in the file also, and how to store in our files on the drive, isn't it? So that's all for the this demos. Thank you.